Hey everybody, we just wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk about the ways to do greetings in English, mostly in the United States. Now, the most common way of greeting someone in the United States is by saying, "How are you?" Now, when they say "How are you?" they're simply saying hello. Most of the time, they're not really interested in how you're doing emotionally, or how is your entire life going, or your entire life story. They're just saying hello. So here are some examples of how you can say, "How are you?" How are you, Mrs. Rodalis?
Hello, I am doing very well, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. And that would be the end of it. Another way to do it formally. Now, formally is when you're talking with people who are either adults or employers or someone that you want to show a lot of respect. How do you do, Mrs. Rodalis?
I am doing very well, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Nice.
So those would be ways of saying it in a formal way. Now, how do you know the difference between when someone says, "How are you? Hello?" And how do you know the difference between when someone says, "How are you?" and they really want to know how you are? A lot of it comes from their inflection, from their tone. So this is how I would do it, and some other people might be different. Mrs. Rodalis, how are you?
Thanks for asking. I'm not doing good. I'm not doing well at all.
What's going on? Do you want to talk about it?
It'll be nice to talk about it. It's so many things going on lately. So yes, I would really appreciate it to talk about it.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So that would be a way of someone asking "How are you?" and they really want to know how you are. Now, also, when you meet someone for the first time, oftentimes it is normal to give someone a handshake. But in the United States and in many other places in the world, it's important to really give that person a handshake, not to just hand them your hand willy-nilly, like this. So, let's show a couple of ways that you probably shouldn't do it. So like handing someone maybe just your fingertips might not be great, but let's show how you could probably do it a little bit better. So you have the entire hand grabbed and you give them a nice gentle squeeze. You don't try to hurt them, but you try to let them know you're there. Grab their hand gently and give it a little bit of a squeeze as in another way to say hello. Let's talk about some ways of how to do greetings in an informal way. And we're gonna go back and forth. Hey guys.
What's up, dude?
Sup?
What's new?
How are things?
How's life?
Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Yo.
What's up, yo?
What's up?
Hello there.
What's up? So those are some of the ways to do informal greetings when you're with friends or when you're with family, with people that you know and you have a relationship with. You wouldn't show up to an employer or to an interview and say, "What's up?" You just don't do that. It's not correct. Also, something about the English language is when someone says, "How are you?" most of the time, people will often say, "Good, I'm good, I'm doing good." So let's just do an example. Hey, Mrs. Rodalis, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Here's the ironic thing. That is grammatically not correct. However, I use it sometimes, and people all over the United States use that expression sometimes. I personally try not to use it because it's not grammatically correct, but even sometimes I use it myself. So just keep that in mind. And here are some of the ways that you can respond when someone says, "How are you?" You don't have to just say, "I'm good," or "I'm well," or anything. You can really say, "How are you doing?" without going into great detail. So let's go over a few. How are you?
Oh, I'm some sort of tired. I'm feeling tired.
Got it.
I'm stressed. How are you?
I'm having a good one.
Nice, that's good. How are you?
I'm having a tough day. How are you?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm getting my first job interview today, so that makes me feel excited.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you?
I'm hungry. I've not taken my breakfast yet, so I'm hungry, really hungry. How are you?
I'm sleepy. I went to sleep way too late last night. How are you?
I see. I'm happy today. Thank
Cool.
God, I'm happy.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
So there's some different ways that you can do greetings, and we hope that you can practice them with your classmates, with your teachers, with your friends, and start using some formal ways and some informal ways. Have an awesome day.